First reported by Scott C. Waring of UFOsightingsdaily.com, a possible UFO, or UFO hangar has been located right next to Area 51. Let's take a look. This airport is located on the Nevada test site, and is owned by the United States Department of Energy. According to Google Earth, it is the Yucca Airstrip, and is a private-use airport located 17 miles north of the Central Business District of Mercury, in Nye County, Nevada. But back in the 1980s, a man named Bob Lazar claimed to have seen extraterrestrial crafts being tested at a site called S4. And said in a video interview that Area S4 was the third dry lake bed from Area 51, which is here. Lazar also stated that he was transported in a blacked-out bus to the site, which did not allow him to see the landscape. Scott Waring believes that people were told they were being taken to Papoose Lake, but were actually being taken to the next dry lake bed as seen in these photos. Remember, Lazar was riding in a bus with blacked-out windows. He only heard where he was going, he could not see out the windows, said Mr. Waring. Scott also believes you can see a UFO in this area, but in order to see it you must use this tool to go through Google's image history of the area. Is this a UFO? Most likely not, as other websites have stated, it is merely just the framework of the building. But is there something to Lazar's and Waring's claim? Is this actually a UFO testing site? It is only a few miles away from Area 51. I doubt the government would allow a normal airport to be so close to so many secrets. But that is just speculation. A group of Russian UFO researchers claim they have found a 300-million-year-old metallic screw in the Kaluga region of Russia. They said the discovery is evidence that a technologically advanced civilization existed on Earth millions of years ago. Some in the UFO community believe that the screw might have been left behind by aliens that visited the Earth millions of years ago. The Russian UFO research group, Cosmopoic, first announced the discovery of the 300-million-year-old screw embedded inside a rock in the 1990s. And since then mainstream scientists have struggled to explain it away as a natural phenomenon. The group conducts expeditions to remote sites on Earth in search for evidence of alien presence or activity, and cryptozoological species, such as Bigfoot or Almas. Cosmopoic researchers found the screw while visiting the Kaluga region of Russia to locate the site of an asteroid impact that occurred in the 1990s. While searching for evidence of the fallen asteroid, the researchers found a rock that appeared to have remains of a metallic screw embedded in it. The alleged screw measured about an inch in length. According to the website Ancient Code, the Cosmopoic group researchers said the screw was composed of metal. Geologists estimated the age of the rock to be about 300 to 320 million years old, older than the existence of dinosaurs. Evidence shows that iron atoms of the screw and the silicon atoms of the rock have in fact spread and fused, suggesting that the screw is by no means a recent addition to the rock. So in other words, it was not a fake. Discovered by YouTube user Jason Hunter, a possible dead alien may have been found on the Red Planet. In a photo taken by the Mars Curiosity rover, we can see what looks like the remains of some kind of alien being, lying under a large boulder, or as Jason Hunter says, a building. Could the stones and boulders in this area actually be a collapsed building? One that pinned a being right underneath it? It certainly does look like a humanoid type being, with the head here. An arm and hand with fingers here. A leg and foot with toes here. And maybe even some kind of headgear. Ufologists believe this could be a crown or helmet. So is this a decaying dead alien under a collapsed building? Or is pareidolia playing a factor in this? Nevertheless, it is a great find, and another great mystery of Mars. Discovered by YouTube user Cat Martin 2016, footage showing what appears to be a UFO flying over Old Faithful, at Yellowstone National Park, has got ufologists talking. Taken from a National Park Service webcam, this footage not only shows the UFO pass by, but it also catches a mysterious green flash that takes place later. At first glance it could be chalked up to being just your typical meteor crash, but Scott C. Waring of UFO Sightings Daily believes this object line is not on the ground, but in the sky. It changes the direction of the object to be moving upward. If we look at the footage again, the object does not appear to be descending at all, but almost parallel to the ground. Was this a UFO crash? Or was it truly just a meteor? This story has been around quite a bit over the last few years. A story of a photo that was taken by the Opportunity rover, back in September of 2014, and many in the UFO community believe it shows an actual gun lying on the surface of Mars. The object seen here bears a strong resemblance to a type of handgun, and does not match any other object in its surroundings. It sticks out like a sore thumb. But this was not the first time modern weaponry has been seen in a Mars photo. This photo was taken by the Curiosity rover back in August of 2012, and shows what appears to be a World War II style helmet. It sounds insane, but look at it in this side-by-side comparison. They are almost identical. Did warfare such as ours also happen on the Red Planet? fought with similar weapons and protective gear. Are the objects just rocks? Were these pictures even taken on Mars, or were they taken on Earth like some have suggested? With so many stories out there, we may never know.